Work with me. There we go. Do 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 do. Okay, and is there anything happening at the moment, Ark of Time?
The year is 1997, and under the heat of the July sun, the waves of the Atlantic Ocean lap against an oceanographic trawler, the Ocean Wrestler, currently several hundred miles east from the Bermuda Triangle and alone on the horizon.
Ooh.
On the weather deck stand 4 searchers, the sea breeze filling their lungs as they pose for a photo. Behind them, a specially constructed, toughened submersible designed to operate under severe and abnormal conditions.
The guy at the back's just John Cena, isn't it?
Standing proud in his boots is Greg Blower, the financial backman behind this historic adventure, the sweat congealing on his brow as he suffers the infernal heat. Behind Mr. Blower is Simon Creek, officially Mr. Blower's bodyguard, unofficially the good-for-nothing nephew.
Nephew?
Then, the enigmatic Helen Milton with her alert scientific mind, educated in the
John Cena's the nephew, alright, gotcha.
Finally, Professor Caldwell, world-renowned archaeologist.
The camera goes before they start talking about him.
On the hunt of a lost cause by many in the archaeological community, but in his heart and mind, he knows the many clues and legends he has followed will prove true in the end. The 4 enter and seal the only exit to the submersible. The tension in the air is thick, and as the professor checks the oxygen pressure levels, the winch is started up and the submersible is slowly lowered into the deep, murky Atlantic Ocean. The search for a mystery hidden by the sands of time has begun. This is the search for Atlantis. Atlantis, a myth known around the world as the city which was sunken by an angry god. Many have searched for it and failed. The lost city has hidden itself well from the prying eyes of the world.
Those are RoboCop lips.
As the submersible descends fathom after fathom, Helen watches the instruments act quirkily. It started with a twitch here and there, then some unbelievable readings. Looking at his chronometer, the professor smiles to himself. A quick warning about an abnormal magnetic field puts Helen's mind at rest, but agitates Mr. Blower and confuses Simon.
You've already said that Simon's a dumbass. Everything confuses Simon.
It happened so slowly they almost didn't notice. At first it was just a little dim and warm. Then as the sleek yellow submersible continued into the magnetic field, it got brighter and brighter and warmer and warmer.
Is this dude going to be with us for the entire game narrating?
A big fish.
Look at the fish, Uncle.
He pointed it out to the professor, who smiled and said it was a prophetic dolphin, reciting a passage written by Christopher Columbus, who spoke of mystic glowing creatures making ethereal noises and guiding them through dangerous waters.
It's just a dolphin,
mate. It took just a second for the professor to decide the path they should take, and as the dolphin began to swim further into the murkiness, the professor told Helen to use the dolphin as their guide. This drew more than a raised eyebrow from Mr. Blower, who was expecting a well-choreographed scientific mission. He wasn't expecting this. Guiding the submersible through the silence of the seabed, leading them right to the center of the magnetic field, Helen watched the radar as many other curious
it's the professor's fault, whatever's going to happen, right?
Helen smelt the burning electronics of the guidance console and knew they were going to crash.
Oh boy.
The submersible shook violently as it made contact. Everybody was thrown from their seats onto hard, unforgiving surfaces.
Thrown for their seats. Oh, they're underneath the console. I guess that works.
In the dim light from outside, Mr. Blower searched for his cigar lighter, constantly muttering insults at the professor. A hull-ripping
You can't
creak
smoke
shuddered through
inside the
small craft
submersible.
as it finally came to rest. Simon found Mr. Blower in the darkness and helped him to his feet. Meanwhile,
Uncle,
the
I found
professor
you.
was both thanking and praying to the gods. Helen piped up with a status report, her fingers trying the dead controls to no avail. Most of the electrics were gone, and the hull was taking on water. Then the professor suggested she should try the outside lights, as they had their own power supply. There it was, the professor's holy grail and Mr. Blower's unique business opportunity.
Yeah, but they're dying.
In London, several days later, and in the middle of a
But
snowstorm,
how did they get out?
a newspaper editor waits.
They're still down there, right? Oh boy. And now it's Synergist.
Kendall, you look exhausted. Have all those football matches you reported on finally got to you?
Yes.
Not really. It's actually a great job.
I see. Well, you remember a couple of weeks back you said you really wanted to be a serious reporter. Well, now here's your chance. I'm sending you to the Caribbean to find a missing professor. It's a top story, and I know you won't let me down.
Well, did you say the Caribbean?
Yes. It seems Professor Caldwell went there recently, but since then, nobody has heard a thing from him. You may remember that he came into the office a few months back, claiming he was onto the biggest archaeological discovery of this century.
Chief, I'm happy doing the sports reviews here in snowy England.
England?
Caribbean sounds great, but this is a job for a more seasoned reporter. Isn't there somebody else you could send?
Now, Kendall, I think you're underestimating
You
your
both have
talents.
American
I've
accents.
seen something in you which only the best reporters have. I think it's about time you went on a serious report. You're wasted on the sports section. This assignment will hone your skills. All expenses are paid, and you'll free use of the company's plane to get you wherever you need to go.
Oh
You
no.
want me to fly in that rust bucket across the Atlantic? Forget it.
It's not so bad. Here, take this rum. Have a quick drink before you take off, and you'll be out like a light. You'll find that you'll hold together once in the air.
Are you sure you can't get anybody else to do this?
I'd go myself, but I'm working on this ancient languages
What?
piece for the next issue. It's fun for an old connoisseur like me, but you wouldn't appreciate it.
The Caribbean, I'm beginning to like the sound of sun-swept beaches and...
Bye, Kendall. Go find me that professor.
Bye, slave driver. Oh, I mean, Chief.
Okay. So, interesting. So we're obviously playing as Kendall. Who, oh no. Who apparently sounds like he's just been working, you know, low beat, a reporter stuff, and then his boss is just like, hey, go do something serious. I'm gonna take this newspaper.
Wow, those are a real historical find, probably from the beginning of the century.
No, they're probably from last week, man. You work at a newspaper.
Half empty, of course. Or as the editor would say, half full.
And that's what he's giving
look.
you?
Here are the chocolates we gave him on his birthday. Oh, look.
Did he finish eating them? Richard. So he must be Richard Kendall. Bottle of rum. Boss, can we
This
say
time
anything?
you won't be able to talk me round, however hard you try.
What? Or are you just telling me that that's your message of I'm not going to do what you want me to do?
This time you won't be able to talk me round, however hard you try.
But, you know, by clicking that on the boss and saying that, that sounds like you're not going to ask me around to your house. I'm not going to fall for it this time. Which, woof. That statement could...
The way to the outside world. A quick taxi ride, and I'm at the airport.
Okay, son.
The way to the outside...
Well, go out there. Oh, I have to right click to do. Oh no, that means I probably could have picked up the newspaper. Okay, so it's left click to look, right to do. And we have flash. Okay, so this is the newspaper. Oh, what? You mean I can fly back here at any given point? He went to the airport and went, hang on, newspapers.
Let's see. Nothing that I can take. Only crime, business, and world news. No football.
Wow, you are obsessed with football, sir.
I don't really need this.
Okay, what about the candy?
I don't really want the last couple of almond ones. Yuck.
Oh, that's why they're still there. Yep.
I'm wasting my time on him.
It just keeps sounding like there are a couple. It's a bad, what's it called, position to be in. To be a football reporter that's in love with your boss. That's probably married to someone else. Oh, hello. Hello, I have come from another country.
And this would be the infamous lady painter of the Caribbean. I think
What?
I expected someone different.
What? I'm sorry, what? You could have just said, hey, she's painting. You didn't have to be like, she's world famous. Is she world famous? Does she have a name? Ask her what she's painting. Ask her if she knows Professor Caldwell.
Excuse me, ma'am, but what are you painting? From here you can only see the fountain, some buildings, and a couple of palm trees.
Don't call me ma'am.
Ooh.
Call me Judith.
I'm also American.
Judith, world-renowned psychic painter.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus
Aunt Judith.
Christ.
And what is it that you are painting right now?
I'm painting your future. But this is not the time to ask questions. You're a good-looking young man. Don't you have a girlfriend?
You're the psychic one. You tell me.
It
You
doesn't
see you
work that
dating your
way.
boss.
Why don't you do something for the old legs of Aunt Judith?
Okay, sure. What do you want me to do?
Go and fill up this little pot with clean water. You
From
see,
the fountain?
I can't wash my brushes with this dirty water.
Hello, Sam.
Okay, I understand.
That's all right,
just
Sam.
give it to me, Aunt Judith, and I'll see that you get some clean water.
Just give it to me, Aunt Judith.
Good. Thank you.
Can I ask you about Professor Caldwell?
Have you seen a strange-looking English guy around here? Well, he's a scientist and probably came here with a lot of equipment, doing some research.
If I'd have seen such a man, I wouldn't have missed a dinner opportunity. Dear, I've seen nobody like
Okay, cool.
Okay, thanks anyway.
So this is Ark of Time. This is by Precision, the same people who made In the Dead of Night, Nightlong, Alien Virus, which we've only played a little smidge of, which we really need to get back to at some point.
This stuff really stains. I've got to be careful not to spill it on anything valuable.
Okay, so I can't use it with the fountain. Thank goodness. Okay, we can't go in here. We can go in the church door, and now it's going to try and throw paint on the church door. I should have darkened your doors for the last time, church.
I feel like I'm just pouring my
You're my
chances of
first word
success
suggestion.
away. It's a big, strong door.
It's a big, strong door. What's this note
For
say?
urgent message. Hotel.
Whoa.
It reads, I'm on spiritual retreat. For urgent messages, write to Postbox 335, Hotel Splendid, Bahamas, your loving priest. Since when was the Bahamas a spiritual retreat?
Uh-huh.
I can't open it.
Okay, so it's locked. We can go to ... or go to ... Oh, we've got 3 go to ... Let's start with the first one then. Hurry up, Richard Kendall. Oh, bungalow door. Is this my bungalow?
A simple door. It isn't very difficult to force this lock.
I like that he just like looks at doors and doesn't go like, this is what this building is. He's just like, it's a door. Oh, you didn't even have to force it. A jacket? Are you cold? Oh,
It's
animation.
been very worn, and it's got a piece of cloth missing from the one sleeve.
Interesting.
It isn't good enough to wash the floors with. Forget it.
We're washing floors? Ooh, a dirty mug. Oh, the
This
professor's
seems to be
notes.
The professor's handwriting. If I can make out this terrible handwriting, I think it reads, maybe Simon is a fool, but he's strong as a lion. Who is this Simon? With
It's his
bare
nephew.
Hands, he tore up the headstone from the floor of the church, and under it was the missing key. I
Oh.
can't read anything else but musty passage to an ancient tomb.
Was it a musty tomb or a musty womb?
I better not. If I lie down, I'll fall asleep.
Oh, you're running on fumes, are you, Richard? Okay. Back to the beach. Okay, that's the beach. What's this way? Excursion in Bakya. Cheap souvenirs!
Nothing but junk. Old rubbish. I'd have no use for it.
Cool, let's speak to the sailor. Hey, mate, you know any
this
sailors?
is what is meant by an old sea dog.
Rude.
Hi. You getting some fresh air?
What do you want, son?
Well, I'm interested in the local sites. I'm a tourist.
Well, I'm the man for you. I know everything about the island.
Yeah, I would have made him... Oh my god, his legs end in the plank. He's got no feet. Oh, now he's got feet. Oh, it's just these pants come right down the back.
Have you seen an English professor with his assistant around here?
You're American, aren't you?
Yes.
These islands are becoming fashionable for you guys lately. Before,
But I thought you were from
nobody
snowy
came
London.
here. But now,
What do you mean?
not too long ago, a strange guy came here. English for sure, and he was looking for something. He was asking a lot of questions. He was looking for trouble, and he found it.
We don't like
Such as?
questions.
What else do you know?
I know that you ask too many questions for a tourist. Take a hike. I'm busy.
Ah,
Please, just tell me where he went. It's very important.
Who knows? I don't need this hassle.
don't you though? You a broke old ass soldier? He's a broke old ass soldier, so saith my brain.
This rust bucket is taking on water everywhere.
Oh, cool. So we're watching
I'm no
it die.
sailor. I get seasick just looking at the water. I don't even know which side is port or starboard.
Well, God, now I'm having a moment. I can't remember which way either. I think starboard is the left, port is the right. Hey Google, what side of a ship is the port?
On the website celebritycruises.com, they say, simply put, port is the left
Ah,
side of
fuck,
the
I was
ship
the
and
wrong way
starboard
around.
is the right side of the ship. This lingo emerged around the
Okay,
16th
okay,
century
thank you,
as
thank you.
colonization of the New World boomed.
New world boom, everyone. Oh, a map.
What a beautiful map of the village.
Yeah,
I don't
beautiful.
know what to do with it.
It's a map, mate.
It's a real antique. Who knows where he found it?
I'm gonna drive his car.
If it falls to pieces, I'll
Oh.
have to pay for it.
Alright, speak to the curator though.
He doesn't look very friendly.
Okay, we'll talk to him then.
Excuse me, friend. Is it possible to visit the museum?
Certainly, if you pay for a ticket.
I don't have any
Your old
money.
wreck right here.
Old wreck! This is a classic Mustang. You just can't find these cars anymore.
Cool.
So, how much is an entrance ticket?
$2.
Oh my god, do we have... Oh good, we got money. Automatic money. I hate puzzles that are like, you can't afford a $2 thing. Okay. I've seen this painting before.
What could I do with it? It wouldn't look that good in my dining room.
Change your dining room then.
What a grim face the pirate Mancuson had. If this portrait is a good likeness, he really was scary. Look, Viva the South Wind. That must be his motto.
So wait, you're saying that this is a pirate? Isn't this like King Charles II or something like that? I know I've seen this before.
The needle points east. The inscription says, "Here the pirate Mancuson placed his compass as an everlasting memory of his first heroic boarding." A bit of a megalomaniac, this Mancuson.
Mancuson.
What a hodgepodge. What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be your face, mate.
I'm wasting time. I don't need this.
Okay. It's a
What a
wall 5 feet
hodgepodge.
thick.
What is it supposed to be?
It's looking that way. I mean, like, what's it called? This would be masonry, so this would be... I mean, this is kind of a small little brick to have either way. What we got? Showcase.
Nothing concerning football.
You're not dealing with football anymore. Oh, no, some devs discovered Blender 0.131. Morning, Fur.
It's all fastened securely in place.
Morning, evening, Fur. Hope you had a good day.
Nothing concerning football.
Dear Lord.
It's all fastened securely in place.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
What a hodgepodge. What is it supposed to be?
Well, I'll tell you when you're older. It's 5-inch thick. Oh, feet thick styrofoam. Oh, sir. Please wear full pants or longer shorts.
Friendly.
Sorry. Don't you have anything better to do than breathe down my neck?
Don't try to be funny. I know what kind of guy you are. I don't trust leaving you alone. And then, I'm only doing my job.
He squirts.
I'm wasting my time with this oddball.
Cool. Let's go to the next room then. Okay. Well, apparently he didn't follow me in here. Oh, there's a shield.
There's a motto carved on this shield. Viva the South Wind.
That's Mancusen's thing. So this must be Mancusen's shield. No.
I can turn it a little, but nothing happens.
Interesting.
All ancient and decaying artifacts.
Cool beans. Cannon. It's all cannon.
I'll bet this thing made one heck of a bang.
Yes.
I'll bet this thing...
Is that your message for everything?
I'll bet this thing
yeah.
made one
all
heck
right.
of a...
It's making one heck of a bang.
All ancient and decaying artifacts.
Cool.
All ancient and decaying artifacts.
Okay, so there's nothing in this room, so other than this shield.
I'm wasting time here. It's all fastened securely in place.
Is there a piece of cloth? Interesting. That looks the same color as the professor's jacket.
This is the same cloth as the torn jacket I saw in the bungalow. It doesn't help to pull it. It's stuck in there tight.
It's stuck in there. How did that get stuck in there? Ah, now he mentioned the shield moves. Sorry, for some reason I decided to put nail polish on one fingernail at that point.
I can turn it a little, but nothing happens.
Okay, great. Gallery. Oh, there's another path out this way. Oh, this is a nice room. Bookshelf.
I've never seen so many ancient books in one place before.
Okay. I've never seen something that looks more like something I made in university.
I've never seen so many ancient books in one place before.
One ancient book.
Judging by the dust and its general condition, I'd say that it's a very ancient book.
Wow. Oh, an ancient letter.
It's signed by the chief of the governor's guards. It seems to be a service report. Let's see what's in there. After 3 days of strict siege, my men managed to penetrate inside the fortress, forcing the barricaded doors. However, inside there was no sign of Mancusan pirates. They vanished again, using means which may resemble sorcery. Interesting.
Is it though? What's
From
this?
here,
This is
it should
Ark
be
of Time.
possible to see the entrance to the museum.
This is indeed the Ark of Time by Precision. Guy's never been in a library. Epsilon, an ancient letter. Okay. And there's not really much in here. I mean, I've got the ancient letter. I don't know if the curator's going to let me leave with it. Go to the gunnery. Just ancient... Can I look at this ancient book more?
I'm wasting time here. It's all fastened securely in place.
Wait, the book is secured in place? What, did they glue it to the table? So we are in case you've missed it,
use here.
we are a football journalist, Richard Kendall, that our boss, we have some really weird phrases to say to the boss, has sent us to the Caribbean to go and find a missing professor. But based on the intro, I think the professor's dead because he went down into a sub with three other people. The sub lost power. The sub lost power, but then they turned the lights on. They saw a gigantic temple. Follows are what's it called? Anonymous, which is why it's a new friend ? But thank you for following to the gunnery. Okay. That's not a path up here. It's one of those books, yeah. Well, this is that's a room entirely done by... It's one of those rooms. As in, everything is stuck down. Can't do anything with it except for a shield, which doesn't really move much. Go and speak to the curator.
I'm wasting my time with this oddball.
You can't even ask him questions. Good God. Hang on. Let me ask the world Ark of Time. With a K. Walk through. Just to give us a hint. Yeah, of all people, I said it's like, oh, you said that you wanted to do something serious. Now here's something serious. And it's like, but he keeps saying this has nothing to do with football. Go to the museum. Try to use the cup with the fountain. Oh, there must be a cup thing outside. Is there a fountain out here? Rubbish bin. Oh, I've got the cup that's got dirty water in it.
I feel like I'm just pouring my chances of success away.
It's dirty water, Richard! Okay, there is a fountain here. That doesn't look like a fountain.
I think I should try using the tap.
Okay, well... Okay, now it's empty. Good.
I'm wasting time.
Are you?
I'm wasting time. Ah, what a relief. A little fountain.
A little fountain. Try to use the cup with the fountain, but the tap can't be used without a knob. Okay, so we don't have a knob. Return to the painter and ask about the pirate. Okay. The psychic painter. Richard is a knob. He kind of is, yeah.
And this would be the infamous lady
Yeah,
painter.
yeah. Whoop.
I heard that once there was a pirate called Mancuson sailing from here. Do you know anything about him?
No.
Oh, they're old tavern stories. You don't believe that stupid stuff, do you?
But what about all the evidence in the Castle Museum?
It's probably all fabricated as a tourist attraction. I don't believe in any of it.
Cool. Great. We have missed something in the bungalow's name. Apparently I'm supposed to look at the crab in the flat rock? Why? What would this have to do with anything? There's a crack in the rock.
Pitch darkness. There's nothing inside there.
And the
Snappy
crab?
little things, crabs.
And a
This
flat
rock
rock.
looks like a good place to sunbathe.
Why? There's a crab getting around. Get in that fucking bug. I'm losing my patience with him. He's an idiot. And there's apparently a coin. There's a hammock. Where's the coin? This walkthrough doesn't mention where the coin is. It just says get the coin. And the Mexican coin. Why is it a Mexican coin? Why don't we just call it a round coin? It doesn't have to be anything. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so the coin. The coin is to replace the knob. No knob? Use a coin.
What a strange logic the Mexicans had to put a square hole in the middle of their coins. It's just bizarre.
The Chinese did that as well.
I'm wasting time.
No, you're not.
I'm wasting
Look, it says here, use coin with fountain tap.
What a strange to put a square.
Is there a...
I'm wasting time.
No, you're not. Well, this walkthrough is wasting my time if this is not the solution. Oh.
I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time.
Okay, now I'm wasting time. There's too many cutscene hotspots to this tiny little bit on screen. And I'm just gonna leave it on. I mean, it could be. It could be so many things, Sam.
Here's your pot of clean water.
Thanks, kid. If you ever need your auntie, you can count on her.
Okay. She owes me one. Great. Just what I always needed. You got anything for me, sailor?
I think this is...
Do you feel like telling me some of the tales about the pirate Mancuson?
No.
Tales? This is history. Once the pirates ruled these islands.
Interesting.
My brother
really?
and I are the last descendants of the ferocious Mancuson. Look, kid, I got the pirate's tattoo on my arm.
Wow.
There are only two of us in this world that still have it. Me and my brother, Tobias. Also called Black Sheep. Blast him.
Well, you don't seem very friendly towards your own brother.
The betrayer stole my life savings.
Oh.
Ran away with my map to look for Mancusion's treasure. I saved every penny to go myself in search of the treasure when I retired. But you see, blast it.
Oh, come on, don't think about it. If he finds the treasure, I'm sure he'll send you a check.
What?
Show me your tattoo.
Cool, isn't it?
Cool.
Only members of the gang could have this tattoo done. A white dolphin with the secret motto, Viva the South Wind.
What does it mean?
If I tell you, it wouldn't be a secret motto anymore, now would it?
It means long live the east wind. Here's a
I
letter.
read a strange letter in the museum.
I have it right here.
Pirates always managed to escape capture. How do you explain this?
Air Chief, the famous Mancuson, was the most astute and cunning of all the pirates.
Why the most astute?
There are some very good stories about him and his voyages. The governor, trying to capture the pirates, turned yellow because of the jaundice he got from being angry. Call him Don.
That's not how you get jaundice.
But how could Mancuson escape every time?
This is still a mystery. They used to go inside the fortress, which is now used as the museum. And puff, they disappeared. Whoever tried to reveal their secret was always found, hanged by the tongue.
Ah.
He wasn't playing around, old Mancuson.
The pirates had
Well, you
chiefs.
asked me
Yeah.
about the English professor. Here's what's left of him.
Okay.
Keep it. It's a souvenir of the dear, curious professor. He lost it while I was taking him and his assistant to the oceanographic ship off the coast of Bermuda. I wouldn't
Cool.
know what to do with it.
What is it? It's a magnet.
Here I am again.
What do you want, son?
I bet you're dying to tell me more details about the English professor.
Why
Well-
don't you stay in your own country? What are you looking for around here? Get out of here.
Yes,
How rude
Richard
these
Kendall.
natives are.
Why
Is
don't
this
you
any
stay in
way
your
to
own
promote
country?
Tourism? I don't think so. I'm leaving.
He's leaving. He's leaving home. Close that up. Oh. I think we'll play this for a little bit longer before asking for a new one. New game. To the gunnery. I think we're going to use the magnet on the shield. I think that's what we're going to get to turn it around. Yellow with jaundice.
Everything's wrong. Let's try something else.
What?
A magnet. It seems to be very powerful. I wonder what I can use it for.
You kidding me? After all that? Hang on. Get the magnet, return to the museum, go to the open library window. Okay. Use the dirty water out. Where did I get the dirty? We threw out the dirty water. Was I supposed to use the professor's mug instead? Oh god, no, we're supposed to go pick up the dirty paint after she's just used it fresh. Why would we need to do that puzzle then if we could just use the dirty water straight from get-go? I'm taking this dirty water back. Okay. So what we're supposed to do with this dirty water is open the window and throw the paint out the window. Oh, what a beautiful... Oh.
Look, you can see the curator's rickety old car.
I don't think
This
paint...
stuff really stains. I've got to be careful not to spill it on anything valuable.
Well, that's good, because that's not a valuable car.
Hey, what's happening? Oh no! My precious little car! Damned hooligans! My poor little thing! Don't worry, Daddy will clean you.
Uh-huh. So now he's out of the front room. And now we can use the magnet on the compass and turn it to the south.
Excellent.
Did I not turn it to the south? Squirt the dirty water. I squirt.
Now the needle points south.
That's what it told me to do. Oh, maybe the shield moves now. Maybe that's the difference. Yes! Take the piece of cloth. I want to see what was being hidden here. Okay. Manuscripts. A dagger. Some bags. Let's check out them bags.
Those are old jute bags. There's
Jute
nothing
bags.
interesting here.
Okay. Are they talking about the game or are they talking about the bags?
I'd better be careful. It's still very sharp, even...
Take it with you. He's armed. He's dangerous. And there ain't no football.
Interesting. Let's read it. We are in an unknown and mysterious sea. The compass turns on its own, and in the night, the crew gave the alarm after seeing strange shining fish around the Santa Maria. Our position on the charts, 30 degrees latitude and 70 degrees longitude. I'm sure the professor also read those notes, but why leave them here?
So that you could follow him. As it was foretold.
These are the trunks they used on the old sailing ships. I can't open it. I've no
Rags?
need for these smelly things.
Rude.
A pile of moldy rags that smell really bad.
Alright, I think we're gonna be done. Oh, no, I would like to save in case I want to come back. Ah, there we go. Save position. The classic saving game name. Yes, let us quit.